I'll show you how I make my pool noodles. See those aluminum tags? Those are aluminum tree tags. You can get them on Amazon. Alright. I use hooks anywhere from 4/0 to 9/0 circle hooks. I snell the knot at the hook. I put a 1/8 ounce to 1/4 ounce egg sinker on my line and run the line through the egg sinker the second time, and then it's adjustable. You can run it through a third time and it's stationary. Then we go to the swivel, improved cinch knots. This line goes to my end cap. Now I got these little screw eyelets. I'll drill a hole in the center of the cap, put caulking on the threads and screw that into the cap. Then on the back side of the cap, I cover the remaining part of the screw with more caulking to prevent water, and then I put numbers on my end caps on both ends about how deep my jugs are. Mine are double reflective tape, red, and then aluminum tape in the center there. Now, these floats are from the original, when they first came out with them, these orange noodle floats. Okay. Now you can see I've took the rod out of them, but before I do that, let me gently go back over here. I've took a piece of 3/4 inch PVC and with an angle grinder just kind of made like screw threads on the end of it there, and I'll run this over the rod that's in these original floats because the hole's not big enough, and I'll just screw this PVC all the way through, and it helps keep it in center by going over the rod. Then pull it out, and then you go to making your noodle floats, which is a 2-inch 2 foot long 3/4 inch PVC schedule 40. The 2 end caps, for the weight I put in them. This is a construction steel rod that I get this at Lowe's. Alright, it's got the holes in it where they would tie rebarb to it doing concrete work. But you can cut these pieces anywhere from 1 inch to 3 inches. I think, you know, if you're going to have heavier floats, 3-inch piece be good. I could actually cut these down to 2-inch pieces on these orange original noodles because they're bigger around than the swim pool noodles you buy today. And then what I did with most of these, I I took all the 3-inch pieces out and put a 1-inch piece. And those things, only thing they're really good for is like a strike indicator. They might help your noodle stand up just a little, but not all the way up. When it's standing all the way up, you got fish on. But when this slides down from the end where the line's not at, when it slides down, it makes a noise. You can hear it from a distance. With that 3-inch piece, you can hear it real good. I think I might go to a 2-inch piece, and probably no less than that, because you want that strike indicator. Because you've got, if you got 2 people and 50 of these jugs, well, after you put them out, them daggone things get 300 or 400 yards apart, and when you're on one end, you're not going to hear nothing on the other. But when you're in the middle, you'll be able to hear it with a 2 or 3-inch piece of this rod. Now with a 1-inch piece, you can hear it, but it's not going to be as loud. And if the fish hits hard, it's going to drop fast, which you're going to hear it for sure. That's how I do my noodles. Those are all 2 foot 3/4 inch PVC, and I've got these swimming pool noodles that we have today. You can see the size difference in the store-bought noodles. This one's not on center because I didn't go through the rod the first time or two with a couple of them. I got a little bit smarter, but you can see the difference in the size. Okay. So I'm making all these noodles, these smaller ones, having 21 inches of flotation on them, and that'll be good enough. Now 45 pounder we caught, I think 2 weeks ago, was on one of these smaller flotation ones with a 21 inch long of flotation. That fish took it under, but 20-30 foot away, it popped back up. He did that 2 or 3 times before we got a hold of the noodle. I seen a YouTuber, he's got 3 noodles tied together, zip tied, and fishing for them 100 pounders. Well, yeah, 100 pounder's going to pull this under, but if he's out in open water, it's going to come back up. He can't hold it down forever. He might go 100 yards or so, come back up with it. But that's the exciting part of chasing them down. So I've got tangling with catfish hooks. These are 8/0 offset circle hooks. Monster rod holder. These were 9/0 offset circle hooks. I've got Team Catfish. These are 5/0 circle hooks. Then these Eagle Claw 4/0 laser sharp. It's what caught the 45 pounder on. The hook held, but then we lost one with the same hook at the boat that was about 35 pounds. So if you're going to use bigger baits, cut up shad at big pieces, I would use bigger hooks. And the smaller baits, you use the smaller hooks. And that's how I do mine. So hope you like the video.